Okay, ovarian cancer is way behind. We have a lot of catching up to do. Survival rates for ovarian cancer are much lower than for other women's cancers. Today, breast cancer has a 90% survival rate. For ovarian cancer, that number is 35%. Other cancers have seen new treatments and new drugs that are adding years and decades to patient lives. For ovarian, we haven't seen a new drug in over 40 years. My grandmother had this disease in 1971, and I'm probably taking the same medicine that she did. The progress the other cancers are having is primarily due to advances in early detection methods and improved treatment options. But ovarian is also still way behind the curve because of a simple lack of understanding by doctors and gynecologists and women in general about this disease. There is currently no diagnostic test for ovarian, no self-check. We have to rely on doctors and women to figure out what's wrong. And the disease begins with some very subtle symptoms, things like bloating and swelling and like constipation or feeling constipated and always having to pee and being tired. I mean, what menopausal or premenopausal woman is not already complaining of this? So it's very subtle, and I've been in this long enough. I mean, I've heard the craziest stories from other women who go to see 6 or 7 doctors before they're finally given the right labs or the right scans to figure out what's wrong. And I know a woman who was sent to a psychologist before she was taken seriously. It's sad. So what women tend to do is wait until they have some kind of severe physical pain and they end up in the emergency room. I wanted to let you know what I know now and why I finally joined the cause. On behalf of so many women that we've lost too early to this disease, I feel compelled to speak up. I believe Clarity is going to help change the story of this disease. The work they do is helping women right now, and it will ultimately lead to new and better treatments in the future. A big part of the work that Clarity has to do right now is education. I mean, first of all, we need to educate doctors and women who both need to know that all these subtle symptoms that I mentioned earlier can add up to something. And women need to know if they go to their doctors and complain of these symptoms, they'll be heard and be properly screened. And secondly, we need to get every woman diagnosed with ovarian cancer into the Clearity database. The more patients we profile, the more women we can help, and the more data we'll have, and then the therapies start to get better. And then we start to catch up with all these other cancers. And then precision medicine becomes to be the standard of care for this disease. And then ovarian cancer starts to be one of those cancers that people survive.